All right, please, in the comment section, please help me confirm you can see my screen from the comment section. We can all chat. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Welcome everyone to this particular course. It promises to be a great session, and I want to believe if you commit to it, it's going to be of great benefit, right? One good thing about this session is that you have the advantage of even, practicing or doing all you need to do on your phone. In the last course we had, for those that are in the last course and are still here, you remember a lot of people are challenged with laptop. Most people don't have a laptop and all that. Or here, you can use your phone. Of course, your PC is preferable, but yes, you can still use your phone to do all that you need to do. So I welcome us all, and I want to hope that we are going to make the best use of this time. All right, for today, Celestine will be our moderator. So what that means is, if you can post because we've muted everyone except in cases where we need to unmute, or maybe you need to perform a class task and we need you to unmute. But if that's not the case, you are going to have to drop your questions in the comment, and he's going to give answers to some he can answer, while if those ones he cannot answer for that particular time, he will notify the instructor that someone has a question and then needs answer to it. And in the case where maybe a concept is not clear and there is a need, you need better clarity, and you need the instructor to maybe do a recap, you will just drop it in the comment as well, and he will take it up and inform the instructor. So that's the course. That's the way the class is going to go. This is a 3-hour session, so from 10 to 1 p.m. We're going to have a very short break by 12. All right. Let's do 11:30. Yeah, 11:30, short break, and then we come back. Just 10 minutes break, and then we'll come back by 11:40. So also the moderator will tell us when we are supposed to come back and when we are supposed to go, to remind us when we are supposed to go on break. There will be class exercises where deemed fit by the class instructor. Please ensure you participate. Of course, there is also going to be assignment, and the way it works is, for the assignment, you are going to be paired. So it's only those, like I said, if you miss 2 consecutive classes, we will have to evict you from the session. We need serious-minded people. We need, the people we are bringing in to instruct and to teach you. They are highly busy people. They are professionals in their field with a lot of track record. So for them to take out their time and teach us, and the students are not even here on ground, that will not be acceptable, and that's why we have to go that route. And again, because it's a free session, so some people might just want to take it for granted. So, but we want to ensure that we have people that we know that even after the training, we see a lot of progress from them. From the last training, it was completed in March. Yes, it was in March. Yes, March. Yes, and this is May. In the last training, we had over 500 that registered, but fortunately, the people that were joining the session, maybe around, or at least that attended one or at least one session, was about 150, which for me, it's not really a good percentage, right? But of course, one good thing we took out from that session, from that course, was because a lot of people gave a great feedback and they learned a lot. And for those that even completed that project, then we had maybe less than 20, or let me say just around 20 that completed the project. So you can see which, for those that really, I think I have some of them that completed projects. I can see some of them in. So which, for those who completed the project, I can say I've seen tractions and I've seen progress, and I can bet you they are going to really progress from there. So, and that's why I'm saying this, that this time around we need, people that will, because this is Python, this is programming, and guys are quite busy, and we need to be sure they get the best attention for their time. So, but I can bet you that it's going to be a very great time. So, welcome to the course once again. I hope the assignment I said is going to be paired, and then attendance will be shared during break time. All right, so that you can feel the attendance. All right, and I'm sure you feel it, because if you miss it, you'll be part of the pairing for the assignment, and of course, we'll use that to also see if you are going to participate in the final project and the rest of guidance and mentoring that comes afterwards. All right, this is Eagles. This program was organized by Eagles Consulting. Eagles Consulting is an IT consulting, that helps basically focus on small and medium scale businesses. And the main goal is to help these small and medium scale businesses, grow as fast as they can, and then build, tailored business intelligence solutions for them. All right, I think I was reading a post that buttressed my point, all right, about last week, that most big firms, most of the multinationals, the big boys around, most of them can afford to pay Google, Microsoft, and these big guys. I hope you can still hear me. Let me see in the comment section. Please confirm you can still hear me in the comment section. Okay, great. Thank you. So most of the big boys can afford the AI, the ChatGPT, the AI models that can help their businesses. All right. But for small and medium scale businesses, they may not be able to afford that because they are just growing. And these are the businesses that are really close to our doorsteps, because it's just like a family. Every nation starts with a family. So small and medium scale businesses are the closest, are the ones, driving the growth of the nation. The more we have SMEs thriving in the nation, the better, right? So, and that's why this consulting focuses on building, digital solutions to scale, small and medium scale businesses. And that is part of why we said, okay, let's have this kind of course to help them. You are a business owner, and you cannot really, at the beginning of your business, you cannot really pay for such products. So what can you do? Okay, can I do it personally while since maybe you've delegated some other tasks that involves, going around and all that, but you have some time, you have a laptop. Okay, can I even see how I can do this on my own, to help scale my business? And of course, we also said this course is for people who are data enthusiasts that are business focused. Why business focused? Because, some data people just want to analyze data and go. But when you are business focused, the way you analyze data becomes different. All right, and you might want to also work for medium scale businesses, small scale businesses. You might also want to consult for them, and you just for your personal. It also gives you that broader view of the way AI ML is going. So that's why this course is for those particular set of people. All right, I'm going to go to the next slide. I've just discussed this. Who this course is for? The course is for business owners who have heard about usefulness of AI, but cannot afford the course and would like to know how it works and how it can impact their businesses. I've explained that. And also for business focused data enthusiasts, right? There are data professionals who would like to learn to build their first ML model and get to learn about Python as well. So if you're a beginner, you don't know about Python before, you're in the right place. You also learn to know about Python. If you're a data professional, you are someone in this 21st century, and you have not, picked up AI. I think you are wrong, because the truth of the matter is, AI is taking over as fast as possible now. People are trying to. A boss of mine, I think, like 3 weeks ago, he was telling me, Michael, do you know this particular report that has been the major bulk of my work has been automated? Michael, I need to find something. I need to go and output something from somewhere so that I can find something there. So what does that tell us? Before we know it, someone also posted, I think, a very prominent business mogul also posted about 3 days ago that social media, some of the big tech companies are now, their social media management, social media handles are now being, managed by AI agents, So meaning with time, all the social media manager role, even maybe virtual assistant role, and these other roles will just come in. So meaning, where are you going? Where is the job going to be? So it's going to be so lean. So those that are able to, stand the test of time are the ones that will win. So, and it's very important you stay in the course. Now, the truth is, this part I'm explaining is quite important. So I'll soon be done. So the truth is, when I started my journey in tech, if not for the foresight, if I had waited 2, 3, 4 years later, it will not be late, but the competition will be fierce. So because the truth is, you cannot compare the competition for job or for opportunities currently with when maybe pre-COVID, post-COVID, 2020, 2021, when tech started booming. You can't compare the competition now with that time. Then it's easy for you to get job anywhere. There are a lot of projects I did outside of Nigeria. They will have to push you for job. But now, you with Power BI, with Excel, you are good to go. You are sought after everywhere. But now, those that did not transition when, and as at that time, are now trying to do it now. It's, yes, if they do extremely well, they can still catch up. But you need to do more than the basics to now get real opportunities that will give you, something worth it, right? So, and that is why foresight is important. So, at that foresight, at that time, I jumped into tech. Now, the same thing we are saying here, and some people are like, but it will soon go. The thing is, before you know, if you don't join the train now, maybe in the next 5 years, it will be too late, because those that join now will have occupied the places that are supposed to be occupied. And before you know it, it's down the line. That's how you see in the job market in Africa is quite hard. So please, I'm just saying this so that you know that please ensure you make good use of this. No knowledge is wasted. Of recent, myself and a team of 5, we won a global AI competition, across the whole of South Africa and the Middle East, And one thing that stood out when I remember when I was when they were selecting for that role, when I applied, one thing that stood out was it was my first project one of my first projects in 2019, 2020 that really gave me that edge, because currently I'm more delving into data engineering, BI solutions, and all that. But the project I've done, years ago, the trainings, the data science trainings, the Kaggle competitions, data science Nigeria competitions I've done years ago, all right, is what made me get the application. And that was what drove me to one of the key things that made us win that particular hackathon. So what am I trying to say? That knowledge then was useful now and giving me that global recognition. So what am I saying? Please ensure, even if you are not practicing as a data professional currently, ensure you have it in the kitty. It will come handy, I can bet you. All right, let me go to the next slide. Just to introduce the instructors, this is Michael. I'm the one speaking, your small boy, I'll also be one of your instructors. I'll be taking you in week 2, which is next week. Yeah, that's it. This is Chidera. Chidera is a vibrant, instructor, with over 5 years of experience analyzing customer behavior, optimizing processes, and driving business insight. Passionate about turning data into actionable strategies. Those that are here in the last cohort or in the last course will testify that our session was amazing. All right, she will be taking you today. All right, she's part of the instructors taking you today. Here we have Amir Saeed, a very sound data scientist. This is a lead data scientist at MTN Nigeria with over 6 years of experience. Built quite a number of AI model. Very passionate about helping and impacting people. All right, this is Rebecca. Rebecca is a technical consultant. She's also a micro certified trainer. That's a lot. That's not a small feat. So when you have a Microsoft certified trainer coming to train, you should know over 3 years of experience. And this is Ade doing an actual data engineer and analyst at LifeMate. Now I think he has also transitioned into the telco space. Specializes in analyzing transactional data, expertise, an instructor and educator. Yeah, you are just lucky. Quite a number of very fantastic instructors to take you through this journey. All right, this is what you learn in this course. Like I've said, this pre-class, I've done that. I made a video where I talked about how you install Python, and then how you start to use it. If you are on Mac, it's also in that video. If you want to use your phone, I just pasted the name of the app you have to download, PyTorch, to install Python on your phone to code. You can do ML on that phone. You can plot graphs. You can do a lot of things. Just ensure you explore. So for week 1, of course, Chidera and Adedoyin will be taking you. All right. Adedoyin will be going first with basic data structures, list, tuple, sets, and dictionaries. And then after break, Chidera comes in to take you data types, in identification, strings formatting, and string manipulations. Please ensure you are attentive. Then week 2, I will take you through if else, logical operations, loops, and the rest. In week 3, Rebecca comes in to take you NumPy, pandas, and matplotlib. And then, of course, in week 4, Amir Saeed comes in to take you through the machine learning model and how you build your first. And then, of course, at the end of the course, you have a project to execute. Of course, just a brief introduction. What is Python? We've all been learning Python. The Python we're talking about here is not Snake. I can remember the first time when someone said, learn Python, I said, Python, okay, which one is Python again? Yeah. Known for its simplicity and readability, it's widely used because it's widely used because it's very, very, very vast in terms of, especially in automation, AI, and the rest. It's very good for all those workloads. So Python is preferred. I am going to write a small code so that you just see how you do your first hello world. Machine learning, of course, is a branch of AI. So you've been having AI. AI is not just on its own. Component of what makes up AI, we have the machine learning, we have the deep learning, you have the reinforcement learning, and the rest. So basically those 3, and then of course large language model now, that comes in. These 3 guys is what makes AI. And if you can build machine learning model and you can make predictions, you can make classifications, you're also into AI, you're also in the field of AI, because that's really basically what AI is also doing. So, and machine learning is basically just, teaching the computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed. So when you are learning from your computer, when a model or a programming language is learning from your computer and then it's giving you an output. An example would be a model learning to recognize cats in photo. So this is just to tell us how it looks like. So AI is the broader field where machine mimic human intelligence, right? The machine learning is now a subset of AI where machines learn patterns. And then, of course, these are examples of of Selenium AI models. That is the end of my slide. Yeah, I hope that introduction is clear enough. Like I've said, please drop your comments, drop your questions, your comments in the comment section, in the chat box. All right. So in a few minutes before I hand over to Adedoyin, please, I would like us to introduce yourself, your name and the country you are from. I know, quite a number of people join from different nations: US, UK, Philippines, Cameroon, South Africa. So just do a brief introduction. Just say, okay, my name is so, Nigeria, Michael, Nigeria, Elizabeth, South Africa. So just so that we just get to know where we are from. All right. Yes, let's do that in minutes while I stop sharing. And okay, Taufik from UK. Karimot, Lagos, Nigeria, Temiloluwa, Nigeria. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys. Let's have you. All right. Doing, if you are there, I think you can take over now. Let me see who's doing. Okay. Please, you can unmute. Hello, you can unmute. Hello, can you hear me? I think you can unmute now. I've given you access to unmute. Okay, let me also, okay, wait, let me make you a co-host. And there as well. Okay. Are you there? I'm trying to. Please unmute. Okay. Can you hear me now? Please unmute. Okay. Oh, you don't want to unmute yet. Okay. Okay, great.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me, please? Please signify the chat section if you can hear me. And okay. And you can also view my screen, right? Okay, so we are good to go. Thanks so much, Michael, for that presentation. Okay, today we'll be looking at some Python collection, which is array. There are four data types in Python programming language. So there's no really need much of introduction. I'll just go straight to it. And please, any question that you have, kindly jot it down. There'll be time for questions, so jot it down and just ask. Please make sure you note everything as we go. Okay. The first one we have here is list.
So there is
yes.
So the moderator is Celestine. So so that you can concentrate. So he will manage those questions being dropped here, so that you don't get.
Okay. That is great. Okay, the first one on our list here is list. So, just like what I said we have four types of data collection types. We have list. The first one is list, and followed by tuples. Then we also have sets. We are conversant with this for some of us that did mathematics in our secondary school. We are conversant with this set, and the last one is dictionary. So I will try as much as possible to explain one after the other, and we go into the coding aspect of it. So whenever we talk about list, a list is an ordinary collection of items. It can store multiple values of different types, like number, we have text, we have date, as many as possible. And the key features are they are ordered. So that is, the items have a fixed position. So the way you position it when you are creating it is still the way it's going to maintain its position. And the next one is changeable. So that means you can add, you can remove, and you can update. And it also allows duplicate. So whenever you are creating a list, you can have two values inside the same list. That is, it allows duplicate. So you can add two values inside it. You can also rename it. Probably you made a mistake, you can quickly rename it. Or probably you don't want a particular value in that set, in that list, I mean, you can also do what? Remove it. And what are the use case? Before we go to our Jupyter Notebook? So use a list where you need to store a collection of items in a specific order, and you want to modify them later. So for example, storing a list of student names, product price, or search results. So, and the syntax for our list. Okay.
Yes. I don't know. I think there's a hand raised. I think jesutolat@gmail.com. I don't know the person's name actually. So I don't know. Maybe he has a question or something.
No, yeah. So Celestine, we said let them drop it in the comment section so that we don't get, so that you just maybe when we have like 2, 3, 4 questions, you just notify those so that you can state it to him so that he can answer them, so that it's more complete.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Okay. Someone messaged that probably he or she can use Google Colab. I saw it in WhatsApp section. You can use any IDE, any of your choice. You can use VS Code. Like now, I'm using Jupyter Notebook. You can use anything. So the first one we'll be looking at is number 1. We are looking at list. And the way you can actually differentiate list from every type of array is the bracket format. So it comes in this format. It comes in this format. So whenever you are writing a list, this is how you group it together before writing your values inside. Just like what I said, lists are is a collection which is ordered and changeable. Like what I said, it's allow duplicate and all. So whenever we are working on a particular list, it can hold elements of any type. Such as old integer. For some of us that know different type of data type, integer is one of them. It can hold strings. And you can hold as many. You can use to store as many data as possible. So it depends on what you want to do.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, it seems that I don't know, maybe it's a network or something. Your voice was kind of breaking. I don't know if it's from my end or something.
I think it's clear. I think it's from your hand. It's clear.
Okay.
His voice is audible.
Okay.
Okay. So we want to look at the first example 1. So this is how to comment out. Probably want to write a particular word. So you write example 1. So what type of example we want to look at? So we want to check how to create a list. How to create a list value. So this is how to create a list value. want to look at it. It's very, very simple. The first thing you have to write is a particular word that you can use to hold a list. A list can actually stand on its own without a particular word holding it. And whenever using Python are accessible to some type of words that we can use. For example, now we can use this list to hold a particular data, a particular list as well. So you can use any other name. Probably you want to write food. This is food. Now this is a particular word. So we want to use it to hold a particular data, which is the list you want to create. Now this word, for example, this word is a fix to this particular data. So we creating a list, we put our normal syntax there. So that is a list. And what type of data do you want to insert into it? What type of data do you want to insert into it? It can be string, it can be integer, any of your type. So let's look at type of food. So the first one I want to add here, let's say I want to add banana. Then you put your comma, space. So that means that the list also do what? Continue. I want to add more values. The next one. So what do you want to add again? I want to add probably mango. I want to add mango. And the next one, let's say I want to add melon. So this is an example of a list. This is an example of what? Of a list. Now, some of us are covered with data type, so I don't really want to dwell into that. During our Excel class, there's something we call data type. The reason why I'm putting quotes on this is because it's a string. So whenever you are writing a string, you need to do what? You need to quote it. So that is that. Now, you want to, let's run it and let's say, okay, you can see that we don't have any error. So what if I want to view this data? So what you have to do is very, very simple. You just write print. Write your print. Then you open your bracket and put this word that you use to hold the data. Sorry for that. Oh, sorry. Food.
No, you didn't put that P in small bracket, small letter.
Oh, sorry. Okay, now so you can see that we have our what? Our banana, our mango, our melon. Okay, that is a good one. Thank you, Michael. So you can see Python is very sensitive for so many characters. So like this one, your print should always be in small letter, so that you won't be having error. So this how to create a list is very, very simple and straightforward. Very, very simple and straightforward. So you can see it comes in a list bracket, which is banana, mango, and melon. So what if you want to check the length? Let's comment it out. How to check the length in a list. Let's say the length value of a list. So there are some cases that probably the data are very, very long, you understand, and you want to check the number of values that are inside. So you can't just start reading one after the other, 1, 2, 3, 4, you understand. So the best way is to do what? Is to use length. So we use length to check the length of the value in a list, and it's very straightforward. You write your print again. So we use print to view a particular data you need using Python. So we use print in order to view it. So you write your print, then you open your bracket. So what do you want to print? You want to print the length. Which length are you looking at? The length of this table, which is foot. So you open your bracket again, and you put your foot. Then you close the bracket. Now you can see that this bracket open and this close, and you need to do what? You need to close the other one, making 2 brackets. So we have open bracket 1, open bracket 1, close bracket 1, and close bracket 1. So that is that. Okay. Someone is finding difficult to see the blue or the black team. So let me change it to white. Sorry for that. I think my settings from here. Sorry for that. Okay, you can see it now. Hope this is better. Okay, so let's continue. We want to view the length. So let's say you can see we have our output as what 3. So that is we have 1, 2, 3 values inside that list. Inside that list, we have 1, 2, 3. So that is that. And the next one is what if we want to create list with different data types. Different data types, you know, just like what I said that time, we have different data types. We have the string, we have the integer, we have the date type, or we also have mixed data, we have floats, we have boolean, so on and so forth. So probably want to create different type of data using different type of data type using list. It's very, very straightforward. So let me write. The reason I'm putting all these things so that probably after the class you can go back and review. You know that okay, this is how to create a list, this is how to check the length of the list, and this is how to view the list. And for each question, I'm putting the solution there. So you can also have your own particular, probably at your own leisure time, you can review it again. That's the reason why I'm putting it there so that you can actually understand. So let's take creating different data types in list. Okay, so how do we do that? It's just the same format. It's just what is the same format. Let's say sales data. Sales data. So just like the way we created this, so you put your what? This bracket there. It's called list. You put your list sign there. So let's say we want to create integer first. Integer. Let's say integers are number. Please note that. Let's say 1,200. We also have 1,300. We also have 4,000. We also have 20. And we have 2, 3, 4, 5. And we close it. So the next one. Now note this is how will I put it? Okay, let me say integer. For some of us that will be going back to it. And the next one, we want to look at string. So let's say names. Put our list sign there. So let's say Fola. Well, just like what I explained the other time, whenever you are writing a string, you do what you quote it. Fola. Let's say Saka. The next one, let's say Bob. Let's say Bob. So let me put it there for you. String. Data. And the next one is mixed data. So we want to bring the two together. So let's say mix. Data. So we put our sign there again. Okay, probably the first one we want to see here. Okay, let me increase. Someone is asking me to increase the font. Okay, I hope you can view it now. So let's say Shola. Now Shola should be in what string? Is a string. So you put it in a string. Let's say 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Comma again. Let's say 4, 3, 2. Comma. Let's say Mike. What again? Let's say 2. Let's say 2. And the next one, let's say product A. Now this is a mixed data. Now let's look at it. This is Shola, this is string. This is the integer string. This is the boolean. But boolean are always either true or what false. And we also have our string here. So let's run it and see. Okay, so that is being run. Now let's check each values there, just like what I explained the other time. So what you have to do is to write your print. You write your print, and let's view this. Let's view this. Okay, we have our number there, correct? Now let's view this. Okay, we have our Fola, we have our Saka, we have our Bob. Now let's also view this. Okay. Sorry, data. Okay, now so we have our Shola, we have 1213432 Mike 2 and what Pro.A. You can notice that I didn't quote this 2 because it's a villain. So in case probably want to ask a question, that is that. So that is all. And probably want to view, you see a particular table format and you want to know what type of array it is. You understand? You want to check this table. I need to check the type of the data. You understand? So the let's check. Probably you did not know. You understand? The data comes in any format, and you want to view is this a list or it is a tuple or is it a set or dictionary? So the best way to do that is the first thing you have to write. You write or print. Normally, whenever you want to view stuff, then you open your bracket. You open your bracket and you write what you want to check. Just like the way we did this, you can see you write your print and what do you want to do, check length. So just like this one, what do you want to check? The type. Then you open bracket. So what type of what is the data you want to check the type of? So it's mixed. Let's check this mixed data. Close 1 and close 2. 1 and close 2. So this is how to check. It's very straightforward. So now let's see what it's going to bring out. Now the class is what? List. The class is list. So what if you want to probably after creating a list and it's very, very long, you now want to access some values there. You want to access some values. So let me put it here. These items. So how can we access? Let me create another list for us. Let's say countries. So I will quickly do this just the way we will be creating it. We have our Nigeria, we have our Togo, we have our Brazil. I know we might not actually understand this, but as time goes on, with practice, you will get used to it. It's very, very simple, very, very simple. It's just commitment that you actually need and hard work. So let me just add in, so let's say Ghana. Okay, now these are countries. So I'm going to run it and probably want to view. Okay, let me just run it. So, okay, now we have our countries. Okay, so probably want to access some values there. Okay, I want to check the value in the first one. The value in the first data. So it's very, very simple. Very, very simple. All you have to do is just go write your the name holding the values. Oh, sorry. Just spell it very well now. Okay. So what do we want to do? We want to check what? We want to be checking the value in the country. So how can I check? Now, before I move on, there's a way this is being formatted. Just we have our Nigeria, Togo, Brazil, Japan, USA, Ghana. There's a way it's being orderly numbered. For every value that comes in a list, this one is regarded as 0. Nigeria is regarded as what? Is 0 whenever you are trying to find or you want to replace a value. So this Nigeria is regarded as what? Is 0. This one, Togo, is regarded as what? 1. Togo is regarded as what? 1. Brazil is regarded as what? 2. Please, take note of that, is regarded as what? 2. And Japan is regarded as what? 3. USA is regarded as what? 4. Ghana is regarded as what? 5. Please note that. So whenever you are working on a particular project and you want to view data from the back, you understand? Or you want to view a particular column from the back or from the front. So you note that the first column is regarded as what? Is 0. Is regarded as what? Is 0. The second column is regarded as what? 1. So let's say this is a column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, column 5, column 6. So but this one will be column 0. In programming language, this one is regarded as what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please take notes and don't forget, because as time goes on, you'll be writing some numbers so that you don't feel like you write one now, but it's bringing different values. So let's check the first value. Let's check the first value. So we put our list there. We want to check the first value here. We want to check the first value, so you put 0. So let's say countries is 0. Let's say it's going to be as Nigeria. You can see. Let's change it to 1. It's going to bring Togo. Can you see? Let's change it to 2. It's going to bring what? Brazil. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So we have different type of viewing stuff like this. But in a case that probably you want the number of columns are much, probably they're up to 30. So you can't be scrolling. How can I view the column from the back, the data from the back? So it's very straightforward, just like the way you will be doing this. So what you have to do is you get your country again. Get your countries. So you put your sign there. And the next one you want to view from the last, you put -1. Now -1 will give us what? It will give us what? Ghana. So whenever we are going front, is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whenever we are going from the back to the front, it's going to be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. So I want to take my time to explain this because almost the other array follows the same procedure. It follows the same procedure. So all you have to do is what? Once you're able to get the first array, the next one is to do what? Is to continue with the same process. We just one or few things that are very, very different, that differentiate, like syntax that are very different in all the array. But basically, you can actually use the same way in order to achieve your goal. So, what if you want to view, let's say, 2 or 3 data together? You understand? 2 or 3 data together. Let me put it here. Yeah, put it here so that I won't forget. To be how to access value. So I won't forget. Okay. So this probably want to access 2 or more values together. We have our
Hi, how did you?
So yes.
Yeah, sorry to cut you. Yeah, someone was asking that why didn't you use print, before the countries when you were accessing the item list?
Okay. So it depends on the way you really how conversant are, like what really the way you, like me. Sometimes I don't use print. So some cases you might want to use print, and whenever you are using your print, you will need to bracket the data you want to view. You understand? So for example, now you can see that these countries, for example, if you want to view, okay, like these countries now, you can put print and view it. Like this one now, you can see that you not put what print there. It's still, because once you are able to this country is holding a particular data or holding a particular value, so you can actually use only the word to access everything without using the print. So it depends on the way how let me say how flexible you are. Let me just use that, how flexible you are. So it's as simple as that. I don't know, probably that answer your question. so we are good to go. Okay, so
Yes, you can
let's
go ahead.
continue. Okay, so as I was saying, we want to view some particular length in this row. You understand? You want to view 2 or 3 more values there. So let's say okay, let me just put this in a question. Let's say put the answer in our chat section, but I will view it later. Okay, you want to view 2. So once I put 2 and I want to view, and I put this sign, and you put 5 there. So what this is telling us that, okay, I want to view the value starting from 2. I want to view the value starting from where? 2. So this is what it means. This is 0, 1, 2. So the data will start view from what? 2. And I want to view it to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, probably you are getting me. So whenever we put 2 to 5, the data is starting from 2 and it will end what? In 5. Okay, let's see. So you can see it starts from what? 0, 1, 2 and stop at where? 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I want to view is this 3. Start from 2 and stop before getting to 5. So what if I change this to 4? So it's going to start from 0, 1, 2 and stop where? Here. So you won't get to 4, but you stop what? Here. So I don't know, probably you are getting that, but as time goes on, during this question and answering, I will give us room to ask more questions. So what if you want now? We want to go to other aspect of it. I want to change probably how to change a particular value, a range of a data for, like, to change the value items, within a specific range. You understand? The first thing, you have to define the new list and use index to find and how to insert a particular a value. So I'll just try to create. We are still going to use this country. We are going to use this country. So the first thing we now want to do is okay. Let's just continue. Let's look at append. So there are some words in list that are common in all the arrays, either set, dictionary, list, and tuple. So the first one here, we want to look at list. Append. Want to look at append. Hold on, let me comment it out. So whenever you are talking about append, is probably you want to add a list. You want to add a particular item, you understand, to a list. So adding an item to an existing list. So we use append to do to do that. It's very, very straightforward. So whenever we will just put our normal append there, I will put our bracket there. So let's try to append some values into our existing one. So let's say we have our data here, countries here. So probably we want to add more. We want to do what? We want to add more. And the first thing we have to do is to write the name of our table. You understand? What is only data table? Sorry. Okay. So the first thing you have to do, you want to put dot append. You put your dot append. So what do you want to append? What type of data do you want to append? Okay, you probably want to append let's say UAE as many as possible, depending on your choice. Depending on your choice. So let's add another one. England. So then let's print, because we want to view the data. Okay, so let's see. Let's take exactly one argument given. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we have our UAE here. So at the same time, let's only take one at a particular time. So that's how to add the particular values into an existing list. Please do let us forget that this is how to add it. Okay, what if I want to look at another one? You want to insert based on a specific instruction. Now we have our, okay, let me use this. We have our Nigeria, we have our Togo, we have our Brazil, we have our Japan, we have our USA, we have our Ghana, and we have our UAE. So what if we want Nigeria to come first? Oh, sorry, the value you want to add, you want it to come first or you want it to come second? You know, this one automatically add this UAE to the back. So what if we don't want it to be at the back? You understand? I don't want it to be at the back. I want it to be what? At the front or in the second row or the third row. So this is how to do it. You are still under append. So it's very straightforward. All you have to do is just write your data name and you do what? You have to do what? Insert. So now we use append. We use append to add a data into a value into an existing list. Now we use insert to instruct the data that instruct the data of the placement where you actually want it to be. Where you do what you want the data to be. So instead of UAE to go to the back, probably I want to add it into the first row or the second row. So we use what? Insert. So the first thing you have to do after writing your countries dot insert, you open your bracket again. So after opening your bracket, where do you want to insert it? It's not left. You probably want to insert it in number one. Now, you know, just like what I explained the other time, in our normal programming language, whenever you are counting of a numbers, it starts from 0, 1. So that means that the value we are going to add now will be in between Nigeria and what? Togo, because we put what? 1. So what country do you want to insert? Let's say which state do I want to insert? Let's say what country? Let's say Benin. That's a Benin. Okay, so let's print. Okay, so you can see that we have our Benin here. What? Benin here. Can you see? So if I'm to change this, probably I want to put 5, and let's say Sweden. So count is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can see we have our data row here. You can see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to hold the number what? 5. Can we all see? So that is how to insert by instructing. Insert by instructing. So probably we want to look at another one. Let's say we have 2 type of list. You understand? We now want to bring them together. We want to do what? To bring them together. So let's say that we use extended list. Extended list. Let me try to explain it here. So let me say extended list. By 11:10, I'm going to welcome some of our questions, so we can go to the next one. So we used to append elements from another list. So we use it to like join it. You understand? Instead, you want to bring to, just like we have this country here. You know, country is one. Country is holding some values. Probably want to add another values. We now want to bring them together, like joining 2 type of data together. So we use what? Extend. So let's quickly create another one. Let's say probably state. Let's say state. Put or equal to So I want to create another list. Just in Lagos.
How did you?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Yeah. So I think we'll just be going to break by 11:20. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. Okay, so give us. Okay, so as you can see, let me quickly run this. Okay, we are good. So let me view. Okay, we have our data here. Okay, so we want to do what? Extend. We want to bring them together. It's very, very simple. What you have to do is you write the first list here, the one you will be using, which is countries. So what do you want to do? You want to do what? Extend. You put your what? Point extend. You notice that anything we are doing after the name holding the data, we put dot. That instruction there. Dot instruction there. You understand? So we want to do what? Extend. So what are we trying to extend? You want to extend country to what? To state. You want to extend country to what? To state. So it's as straightforward as this. Now, what it's going to do is that this country will still be standing on its own, but the value in this state will be added to these countries. You understand? So let's see countries. Okay, now you can see that we have Nigeria, we have Benin, we have Togo, Brazil, Japan, Sweden, USA, Ghana, UAE, we have Lagos, Ibadan, Kano, Rivers. So whenever we call this value now, it won't only give us this, but because we've extended it by adding this to it, we are having this we're having all these values here, all these values. So that is that. Let's look at some example before we move to the next one. Look at some example. Okay, we've already looked at how to add, how to, that is append, how to add by instruction. Probably you made an error. You understand? You made an error. I made a mistake and I want to remove a particular values from the list. You understand? So we want to remove. So it's very simple. All you have to do is to write your countries dot remove. That's the way we have been doing it. Dot what the instruction, dot the instruction. So you open the bracket. What do you want to remove? You want to remove rivers. Want to do what? Remove rivers. Countries. Sorry. I didn't close the quotes. Okay. Now you notice that there's no rivers there again. So that's how to remove. That's how to do what? To remove. So what if probably your manager said that remove that river from the list. So after removing it, you now notice that the manager now come back. I made a mistake. It's not rivers we want to remove. It's Kano we want to remove. So how can we retrieve it back? How can we retrieve it back? So let me put it out. Remove. How to remove how to remove item from the list. So let me just copy this. Okay, this one how to reverse. So after removing it, we now want to do what? Reverse. So it's very, very simple. Very, very simple. So it's just like okay, before we move to this, so okay, let me run this. I don't know why it's country to remove reverse this. X is not defined. Hold on. But I notice that it's giving me countries dot. Oh, the value has been removed already. So let's put another one. You cannot. Okay. So okay, we remove this by what? What if you want to remove? What if you want to remove by index? What if you want to remove how to remove? Remove list using index. Okay, so let's use index to remove this. Now, you know the one you will be using is word. So index is what we use here. These two are for, they are called index. So how to, okay, so let me remove this. Remove this. Then this one, what we change is countries.pop. We use pop. So whenever you want to remove by index, we use pop. Whenever you want to remove by the name of the data value itself, we use remove. So we put our pop here. Now looking at this rule 1, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's say you want to remove 1. That is Benin. Let's see. Okay, you can see that we no longer have what's Benin here. So this is how to remove by index. So this is how to remove by index. Okay, so let's say how to sort. How to sort list. So you can sort list in ascending order and in descending order. So it depends on the way we want it to be. So it can be in alphabetically just the way you want it, and it can be in also in the reverse. So how can we do that? The first thing you have to do is your country, the name holding your value. So you put what sort. So you put your close open bracket here. Okay, so countries. Okay, you can see we have our from the lowest, that is, to the highest alphabetically. This alphabetically. So we have our Brazil, Ghana. Sorry. There's another here. Hold on. Let me view this very well. Okay, so this usually should be here, but because it's in how will I put it? It's a capital letter. That is why we're having it here. You understand? That's why we're having it here. But this is it's all to sort, because we're having this one as a capital letter, so it's come first before this. Hope you all understand. So let me look at another example. Probably you can use one so that you understand what I'm saying. Let's say state. Okay, we have our Lagos Ibadan. So let me use state. Okay. So let's see. Let's look at this. So after sorting this, let's look at our state. Let's go back to our state. We have Lagos, Ibadan, Kano, Rivers. Now we now have Ibadan, Kano, Lagos, Rivers. That is alphabetically. I come before K, then L and R. So what if you want to reverse it in the other way around? So we want to do it in probably want to do it. We can also do it from the highest to the lowest and from the lowest to the highest. So all you have to do is, let me copy this. So you can see that this one is alphabetically. So what we want to do is the other way around. So all you have to do is to put our reverse. But sort. Sorry. But true. So let's see. Now you can see that it comes from the what? From Rivers, the Lagos, Kano, and Ibadan. Instead of Ibadan, Kano, Lagos, Rivers. So probably want to view from the highest to the lowest, or from the lowest to the highest. So this sort automatically will give you from the what? From the lowest to the highest. But this reverse case will give us from the highest to the what? To the lowest. So it's as simple as that. So we want to look at how to join lists together. Now, what we did here, this extend is adding this value, state, all the value in the state to these countries. You understand? Automatically. So that means that this state will consist of all this country will consist of all the value in the state, but this state will still stand alone. You understand? But you can see that immediately we extend it, we have our list here. Yeah, with you.
Okay. Yeah, so I noticed that the students are not following you. Maybe probably there are no questions, or so I don't know, maybe you can just probably drop some questions just to carry them along, just carry them along. Yeah.
Okay. So let me just ask this question. Let's say countries. Let's say point. Let me look at one example you can actually do here. Okay. Okay, so I want us to go to our chat box, and I want you to give me the value we are going to have using this. So what type of value are we going to have using this? So please, let's quickly do that. Okay, we have Kano, we have Lagos. Okay, we have Lagos, we have Kano. Okay, so let's check. For some of us that are correct, let's check. We have Togo. Now, Togo is our answer. Togo is our answer. For some of us actually miss it. And I think the reason why we miss it is I should have just let me give us another one countries, because some of us did not see the full list of it. Okay, now we have UAE, Brazil, Ghana, Ibadan, Japan. So I want you to give me the value of this. Okay, tell me what value are you going to have? This country list 1 to 3. 1 to 3. Please, let's quickly do that. 1 to 3.
Okay. I don't know why the student answering your question. So I think you just have 30 minutes left for your session.
Yeah, I know.
And then we'll be going by break by 11:45, not 11:20 anymore. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so I'm having some answers here. Okay, so let's quickly run because we have a lot to cover. Okay, we have Brazil and what? Ghana. So that is 0-1. Brazil, give us Brazil. Then stop at what? 3. Don't go to 3. Give us number what? 2. That is Brazil and Ghana. So that is that. Thank you. Okay, so now let's join. How to use join. This is how to use join in list. So let's say this one. I will be fast with this. List one. Let's say of our A. Okay, someone said probably he doesn't understand the index stuff. Okay, don't worry. Once we get to the next one, we are still coming back to almost everything, like everything here. You understand? So So let's continue with this. Let's say B, C. So we create the second list. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have our list which consists of A, B, C, and we also have a list 2 which consists of what? 1, 2, 3. So we now want to join them together. So let's say probably we want to have our list 3. List 3. Now list 3 we want to be the combination of list 1 and list 2. So this can be any value, this can be in any value. This can be any value, it can be any value. This is just like a format. You understand? All this I'm doing a format which you can use, which you can apply to our day-to-day activities. So this is list 3. We now want to bring these two together. We want to join them. We want to join them together. So it's very, very simple. Very, very simple. You write your list 1 and you put your plus sign. Sorry, you put your plus sign. Then list 2. List 2, then we print. So what do we want to print? We want to print our list 3. So what it's going to do is going to let's run it. You can see we have our ABC, and we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that means that this list 1 can still stand on its own. ABC. This list 2 can still stand on its own. 1, 2, 3. And this list 3 it stand on its own, which is what? The combination of the two. So unlike the extend. So assuming that I use extend, that means that this list will swallow this. This one will swallow this. So we won't be what we'll be having is list in our list 1. Assume that is extended is A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. You understand? So instead of us having the exact value in our list 1, like this, A, B, C. So that is how to join. That's how to join. So that's all for list. That's all for list. So now we'll be looking at tuple. So both of them are almost similar. So at the end of the class, I will tell you the similarities and the difference between all of them. So a tuple is also an ordered collection. It is immutable, meaning once created, it cannot be changed.
Sorry, Mr. doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I don't know if you can just be a little bit, slow. Not that so slow. Maybe just for them to catch up.
Catch up.
I think
Okay.
some are saying that we're a bit fast or something.
Okay. Thanks for that. Okay, so just like what I said, now a tuple is not an ordered collection. It's another collection, sorry, but it is immutable, meaning once you create it, it can be what? Changed. So the pattern that it followed, that's how it will continue. That's how what it will continue. So the key features are they are ordered, unchangeable. That means you cannot add, you cannot remove, and you cannot modify. Unlike list that it can be ordered, it can be changed, and also what? Allow duplicates. So that is the difference between list and what? Tuple. List and tuple. So in a use case, use a tuple when you want to store fixed data that cannot be changed. For example, storing geographical coordinates, that is latitude and longitude, or date of what? Birth. So let's quickly go to that. Let's go to example. So tuple. And tuple, this is the syntax for it. Oh, sorry. Okay, now you can get this from this sign from the other bucket that we use. This one, all you have to do is to press your shift. Once you press your shift, it's going to give you this. So for some other probably you find it difficult to get where the syntax is. So let me change this to markdown. Okay, so we have our tuple now, just like the same thing, you know, that you have been doing, just like you have been doing it since. Oh, sorry, this tuple is bracket itself. Sorry, I use set. Sorry for that. It's bracket. It's bracket. Sorry for that. So just like I explained the other time. Okay, let me just write it here so that some of us can follow up. So as I'm I'll be writing it here. A single variable. But so sorry. So our normal brackets, open and close brackets. And the next thing I want us to do is they make use of index tuples. The first item has index of 0. So just like what you have been doing, so the first number is what is 0. That is that. And the second one will be what? Will be 1. So just like what you have been doing since. Okay, so let's look at the first example here. So how can we create it? Just like the way you have been creating since morning, we write our the value that will be only the data. So just as I said, that will be fast because it's just what continuation of what you have been doing. It's just we are trying to repeat what we did the other time. Okay. So the difference is that this one make use of this sign, while this one make use of bracket. So this one make use of list. This list sign, this one is a bracket sign. You understand? That is what tuple use. So we want to fill some value. So let's say Charlie. Okay. Yo. Let's say Gavi.
Yeah, what done are they doing?
Okay.
Yeah, so I think you just have 20 minutes more, to for your session.
Yeah. Okay, so we have Musa. Okay, guys, that let's so we write our names. Okay, so you can see we have our name here, just like the way it is, the way we have been doing it since. So probably want to check the type as well. All you have to do is what you write your print, open your bracket, write your type. Then you open your bracket. What type do you want to check? You want to check names. You close it, and you have what tuple. So it gives us that okay, the type of data, this data are what? They are tuples. So how can we add? So probably want to add tuple to a particular tuple. You understand? We want to add tuple to a particular tuple. All you have to do is okay. How to let me put it here so that you can understand. Let's say add tuple. Okay, add tuple to another tuple. It's simple. We have our name here already, so I won't touch that. Okay, I now want to create probably let's say another name. Let me see, just say surname. So let's say the surname I want to create is Salako. Let me just leave it Salako. Okay, so that is that. Then all you have to do is you write your names. This one that we have here. And once you write your names, you now put plus equal to we are putting plus equal to. That means that you notice that I put comma here. The reason why I put this comma here is like it's the continuation of this, because you are joining these two together. You are joining what? You are joining these two together. So all you have to do is after you write your name, you now put your what? Your surname. Now you put your surname and you want to print. Now what he's saying that this Salako will be here. You understand? And Shade will be here, Mayor will be here, Gabi will be here, Favor will be here, Musa will be here. You see this syntax. So all you have to do is after writing your print, what do you want to print? You want to print names. You want to print what? Names. So let's see, we now have our Shade here, we have Major, we have Gavi, we have Favor, we have Musa, we have Salako. So it's a different way of we extending here. So instead of we to extend, we use what? We use this format in order to add list to another list. In order to do what? Add list to another list. So that is that. And probably you want to, let's say, want to view the first name, just like you will be doing it. You want to view the first list there. We put our print, open bracket, and you put our names. Once you put our names, you put this sign there because you want to do what? You are using index. So what you put index 1, oh, sorry. Once you put index 1, you close the bracket. So what he's saying is that I want to print, go to this name and print the number 1 value there, which is 0, 1. I'm going to have what? Major is 0, 1. Is 0, 1. It's just the same format that you have been doing since. It's as simple as that. So let's say probably you want to how will I put it? Okay, this one is going to be somehow tricky, but we have to do it. What if you want to remove a particular, according to the instruction here, they are what? They are mutable. You can't remove. You understand? I explained that you can't remove any value in a list. But there can be a way, there can be a way. Probably you made a mistake and you really need to rectify it. The best way to do is to convert. You understand? You have to convert the list. Convert this tuple to a list. List is what we did there. It was what we have been doing since. So all you have to do is to convert this type of data to a list. You will not do what? Edit it, remove what you want to remove, and convert it back to tuple. And convert it backward to tuple. So that is the only way we can remove a particular data in a tuple. So whenever you want to remove a particular data in a tuple, the first thing you have to do is to convert that tuple to what? To a list, remove it, and you convert it back to what? Tuple. So I'll just put us through, and I really want us to get it. You understand? I know it's not going to be very easy, but I want you to get it. So I'll go to the great time for question and answering. So let's go. We want to delete. We put your what? Delete here. So we want to delete name. We have our names here. Understand? We have our names here. So we have Shade, Major, Gavi, Favor, Musa, and Salako. So we want to do what? We want to delete name. Then equal to. Now let's convert it to list. I want you to convert it to what? List. So after converting it to list, now let's now delete. We put our delete there again. Delete names. Dot remove. This is our existing table, which is name. You understand? These are existing table. So me putting delete names means that every value that is here, I'm also assigning it to this delete name. So every it's just like duplicate. You understand? So this one now, this list, because I'm changing this. This is a tuple, so I'm converting to this. And I want it to be in a delete name. You understand? So delete name will now be the one to carry the list. I don't know, probably you are getting me. Okay, let me do this like this. So now you can see that I put delete. I put delete names equal to this. Now, so let's check the data type. Let's check the type. Sorry. Okay, I didn't close the bracket. You can see that it has converted the what to list. You can see This one has been converted to what? The list, to list. So just like I want you guys to understand very well. This name initially is in tuple format. But before we can delete any value, because tuple doesn't allow delete. So for us to delete, we need to convert it to list format. Now, for us to convert it to list format, we need to create another variable that will be holding that existing list that we want to delete from. So this is name, which is tuple. Now you put list in order to change it to change the format to what? To list. So this will now be the name that will be holding the values. So if you are to write delete delete name, sorry. Okay, you can see that it comes in what? In list format. We still have the same value. Instead of this one to be bracket, this one come in a list what? In list sign. This one comes in a what? Tuple sign, which is bracket. So I just want us to know the reason why, because once I start writing it, the code might look so, So after that, we write let me go back to remove. So what do you want to remove? Let me see the name you want to remove. Let's remove Gavi. After removing the Gavi, I now want you to change it back. Convert it back to what? Convert it back to what? To tuple for me. So equal to tuple. Tuple, then what you want to convert the tuple? Delete name. Delete names. Then sorry. So we want to do print. We want to print names. Now you notice that so many things are changing here. Delete name is one holding this list now. You understand? This list item is name that we converted, just like the way I explained it here. Now that delete name is delete name dot remove Gavi. So if you are to check this now, if I'm to run this, you will notice that Gavi will have been removed. Now after removing it, I now bring back the name again. Come here. Now convert this delete name. Consider delete name inside there. Change it to what? To tuple for me. Now print the value. Do what? Print the value. Now let's see. Names equal to tuple. What am I having here? Print names. Delete. Names equal to tuple. Sorry. Okay. There is. So it's supposed to be tuple. Okay. Now you can see that we no longer have what? We no longer have Gavi there. So let's check the data type of names now. You will notice that it should have changed back to tuple. Now it has changed back to tuple. Now let's check names. There's no more Gavi there. We don't have Gavi there. So that's how to delete. We don't really have much here to do. You understand? Because this one does not allow probably just like the way you have been doing it, it doesn't allow joining stuff and or not together. Unlike what? Unlike list. So that is tuple for us. So let's check the next one, which is set.
Okay.
I know we are conversant with this one. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes more.
Okay. So okay, let me quickly teach us how to, just like the way we have here, how to join lists together. We can also join tuple together. You understand? So all you have to do is to just copy here. All you have to do is to copy here. You come here. Okay, so instead of this one to be in this format, you change it to open bracket. You understand? Tuple make use of bracket. The bracket that we close it. You come here again. So you can see. So let's say this one is tuple one. Okay. Tuple one. let's say tuple 2, let's say tuple 3, tuple 1, tuple 2. Just like you have been doing it since, so we put our tuple 3 here. You can see. So these are to also join in tuple. So I want to make that clear to us. Okay, now let's look at set. We have limited time. So set is an unordered collection of items, unique items. So whenever you hear something unique, it means that it doesn't allow duplicate. It will allow two values together. Probably you have a name in a particular table, just like this one. We have names Shayo, Shade, Major, Favor, Musa, Salako. We now want to have another Salako there. It won't allow. Unlike list that we allow, this one does not what allow. So let's note that. A set is an order collection of unique. It does not allow duplicates and does not maintain order. So it can it come in a scatter format. You understand? So this one is changeable. We can add and you can also do what remove. Now use a set when you need to store unique values and don't care about order. It's coming in its own format. For example, removing duplicate enters from a list of email or finding common elements between group, e.g. mutual friend. So let's quickly do this. You see how this one is very simple. And okay, let me continue with the notes. What we need to know about set. So I said that a set is it comes in an ordered manner. Oops. Ordered manner of unique. This one does not allow duplicate. It does not allow what to duplicate. So we make use of this sign. So you can see. Then number 2, what we need to know is okay, I think that is mutable. Mutable, let's say it's mutable, yeah. So that is that. Let me put a mark down. Okay. So this one is also the same thing as what you have been doing since. What you have been doing is see the same thing. Okay, let's say you want to create a customer. So please permit me to copy this. There's not much time. Okay. All you have to do is to change this. Change this. So let's see. You can see the way it comes. You can see curly bracket. You can see. So this is set. This is just like normal set in in secondary school. Whenever you are solving sets, the union, intersection, and all. So this is the format. Okay. So probably want to add value in sets. Let's say you want to add value, just like we have been doing it since since. So all you have to do is to write your customer. You put add. In list we use append. We use what? Append. But in this one we use what? Add. We use add. So let's put it here. What do you want to add? What value do you want to add? So let's say you want to add a name, a customer name called Bayo. Or Bayo. Okay. So that is that. Oh, sorry. Typographic error. Okay, so if you want to check now, you can see that we have what Bayo there. So it's as simple as I can see that this one it comes in the first the zero format here, which is the number 1. But in other list, it moved to the back. You understand? So this one does not come in orderly manner, it just come in any format that it wants. So that's what I meant by that. The next one, yeah.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, just to let you know, I think it's just 4 minutes now for your session.
Okay, so all you want to do now, let's say probably you want to join two type of let's call it sets together. So let's say values. Sorry. Okay. So let's say values. Okay, let's say we have a name already. Okay, values. We have a name already. So what do you want to do? You want to put orange. Let's just say name. and go. Okay, so you can see I probably want to now add it, you understand, so our name to this customer that we have here. So all you have to do is very simple. You have to write your values. You add values, then you put what update. So instead of merge, instead of extend, we use what update here. We use what update. So what do you want to update? I want to update it with customers. Okay, we want to update it with what? With customers. So it's very straightforward. Then we do our print. What do you want to print the values? Okay, you can see that we now have it here. We have favor, shade, orange, mango. You can see that it comes in different formats. On the norms, this orange and mango is supposed to be what at the back. It comes in what? It stays in the middle. Can you see? So that's what I mean by it coming in an ordered manner. So probably want to move an item. So we want to move an item. This one we use values dot discard. Instead of delete as we use in a year, we use what? Discard year. So what do you want to discard? The value you want to discard. You want to discard orange. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, we remove it already. So let's say you can see that we no longer have what orange here. So that is that, and you can also join just the way we did it here. All you have to do is sorry. Okay. So set. All you have to do is to just this one, this one 2, this one 3, this one 1, 2, this one 3. Okay, you can see that it's still the same thing. So the last one here. So the last one, I want to look at dictionary.
Hi, doing. Sorry
I'm good, sir.
to cut you. Well done. I think this has been a very great session. Well done. But because of time, we might need to stop here. I don't know if you will be able to just do a catch-up video just to cover the remaining part of the session. If you can do that would be great. So that we can move. Yes, because of the time, so that we can move to the next session. I don't know if that's fine. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
But I will really like probably if I can be given 5 minutes just to finish everything.
Okay.
This is just the last
5 minutes. What is it?
Yeah, probably 5 minutes can be good just to finish the last part.
Okay. Let's go there. So 11:50. Okay, makes sense.
Okay. So that's for that. Let's quickly look at dictionary, the last one. Okay, so this dictionary also come just in our set format. Still the same thing. So all you have to know about dictionary is they are stored in a key values. Yes. Okay, so this one I'll just be fast about this. We don't really, there's no much more, but the difference between this one is this one coming almost in JSON format. I don't know, probably some of us have seen something like a JSON format before. So I just want us to, whenever this one comes in a price, for example, it comes in the values and it also comes in its PS. It comes in the value and its PS. So for example, let's say product price. So we put our equal to there. This is the difference. Let's say laptop. So let's say laptop. The amount is 1,200. They put our command there. Phone. let's say 2000. 2000. Let's say tablet. $8,000. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, sorry, there's a mistake somewhere. Okay. Tablet. Let's see, comma, is a comma here? Okay. Comma,
You added
comma.
apostrophe after 2000. You have to remove that. Quotes after
Oh,
2000.
sorry. Okay, so if you have to check now, let's check the let's check this. You can see it comes with values and it pairs. So it means that this is the values, this is the pair, this is the value, this is the pair, this is the value, this is the pair. So it's as simple as that and very, very straightforward. So probably want to check let's say okay. So there's not really much stuff to do here, just like this is how to create a dictionary, and you follow the same order procedure also. So it's just a slight difference between every one of them. So this is a dictionary format. So it comes in the values, also comes what in its pairs. So that's how to go about dictionary. So that is all. I don't know. Okay, let's just create another one. Let's create another one. Let's say customer. Okay. Let's use another format here. Let's say customer. Let's say names. So let's say names is Alice. Comma. Age. Age 19. State. Lagos. Okay, so let's go on this. So you can see it means that customer, not customers. So you can see that we have Alice, which is name is what? Alice. Age is 19. State is Lagos. These are to create, probably want to create a data for your customers and no. So what if you want to put the specific value? How to get a specific value in a dictionary? So instead of us getting everything like, you probably want to get the person name instead of bringing everything like this. So all you have to do is to go to your customer. Then you put your sign here. Then what do you want to view? You want to view the person what name. So it's going to be what? Alice. What if you want to view the person age? It's big 19. What if you want to view the person location? State, you put what? Lagos, Lagos, yeah, customer, Lagos. Why is it giving me this? Let me see. Okay. Customer Lagos. Okay, Lagos has been existed in one of our data that we created. So let's just leave it like that. So let's say age, name. Let's say name. Okay. So that is that. So Mr. Celestine, you can continue.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I think you should have said states there, so it gives us Lagos. But yeah, I think yeah. You know, if you put in customer state, that gives you the Lagos. The state is now the key, and then the value is the Lagos. Key state using the Lagos. You get?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow. Well done. If please let's give some emojis. Let's just have some reactions. If you've learned one or two in this session, it's been a great session. He's quite busy and he needs to catch up with some other tasks. So, and then because of the way we started, so we needed to move on because of, so that we also ensure that we can still, assimilate as much as we can because of the next session. Thank you so much, Doyi. That was a very wonderful session. Let me just quickly, before we go on break, let me quickly chip in this. I know it might be a lot for some people, especially maybe not too techy people. So I'm just going to give you a scenario in the next, just give me 5 minutes so that I give you some context so that you know what you are learning, you understand a bit more. Now, what Todoyin has, I hope you can all hear me. So what Todoyin has took us through just now is what we call data structures. So let me give you a scenario. In Excel, all of us, I think most of us have related with Excel before, correct? Yes or yes? We have all used Excel at one point in time, correct? So now in Excel, in Excel now, you say what holds your value in Excel? In an Excel worksheet, what holds your value? And can someone tell me in the comment section, what holds your value in Excel? Anyone that wants to help me? What holds your value? Okay, because of our time, you know that what holds your value in Excel is what? Is your cell. So in Excel, you have cells, different cells. You can say cell A1, cell A2, cell A3. And then in Excel, you talk about, when you go to your general, you see general, short date, you see data types. So the same thing in Python. All right, exactly. Thank you. So the same thing in Python, the same way you have everything you have in Excel is just like an advanced version when you come to Python. So, and while we are starting, although Chidera was supposed to be the first person that will, so that maybe that will help us a bit to understand what we've done now, but because they need to catch up with something, he has to come first. So Chidera's session was supposed to come first, but he has to come first. So, but you see in the next session what I was trying to say. So Python is like an advanced version where you now talk about the data types, the way you have data types in Excel, short date and all that. You also have data type in Python. The same way you have a cell to hold you a value where you can type in and you can type in. And then the same way you have arrays if you want to pass in. So for example, now if you want to do a sum, you can say sum, you can just highlight your A1 to A11. A1 to A11 is like your array. So meaning you are putting a lot of value in one box. That cell in Excel is just like your list. So list, the tuple, the set, the dictionary he has just taken you to is like a box or like a container to hold your value. Python does not recognize anything just now, just like your cell. To Python has something that holds its value, which are the arrays, the list, the set, the tuples, and then the dictionaries. Do you get it now? And then when we talk about, someone should be asking me, I know you to be in your minds now, I know that why do we have a list? Why do we now have to have another tuple? Why do we need to have another dictionary? Why do we need to have another thing that is called cell? This is because different data has different containers that should host them. Let me give you an example. If you want to set you know on your phone now, when you set a password, can you change it anyhow without some authentication that needs to take place? Can you change your password anyhow? No. So that is the same way. He told you that set tuples are immutable. That is, you cannot change them. So when a programmer, when a Python developer wants to store the password of people, he will store it in a list. Because if it is in a list, anybody can just delete it anyhow. So he will rather use a tuple that is immutable, that cannot be changed anyhow to store that. I hope that is giving some context to what you are learning now. Another thing I want to talk about, dictionary. He has told us about the key value pairs in the dictionary, right? Where you have like states and then you have Lagos. Let me give you an example. Now, he talked about JSON. JSON. JSON is JavaScript object notation, right? Which is, say for example, if you go to your Jumia now, you just be seeing, shoe 10,000, my skirt 15,000. That's what you are seeing, the beautiful interface. But if you right click on that particular shoe on Jumia, and you go to, if you right click, anybody can test that. If you right click and you go to inspect, when you go to inspect, you see something like a jargon that is like the language used to write those front end, and one of them is JSON. So meaning, for example, you're a data person, you're a business person, you want to scrape something from the web. One of the format you can get it is in JSON, and JSON comes in key value pairs. So how does Python now marry what a Java developer, you know, Java is a language, Python is a language. How does a Python developer, how does Python recognize that particular language? Python can recognize that JSON format in the dictionary format, because dictionary is also is a similitude of a key value pair. I hope you are getting it now, so that you see why we need a dictionary, why we need a list, why we need, because if I want to change something, why we need that, why I need to remove, why I need to use a set. That is why you are taking this, and it's just a basic, the basic. And if you don't understand this, that is why a lot of people